Have you ever found yourself wondering whether traveling after 70 is still a good idea? It's an exciting thought. Seeing new places, experiencing different cultures, feeling the adventure in your bones again. But behind the beauty and excitement, there are serious risks that many seniors don't even think about until they are facing them head on. You see, as we get older, our bodies and minds go through subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, changes that make travel not just tiring, but unpredictable, even dangerous. Many people, full of heart and memories of their younger years, believe they can still keep up the same pace, racing through airports, hopping between destinations, pushing through the jet lag. But the reality is different. After 70, travel brings new challenges that can turn what was supposed to be a dream vacation into a stressful, exhausting, even life-threatening ordeal. In today's video, we're going to gently uncover 5 critical reasons why traveling after 70 requires careful thought and preparation. From sudden health emergencies to hidden financial pitfalls that can drain your savings without warning. Each point will help you understand the true risks that come with travel later in life. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, compassionate understanding of why travel after 70 isn't something to fear, but something that demands greater wisdom, patience, and caution. And if you still choose to journey into the world, which many do, you'll be better equipped to do it safely, thoughtfully, and joyfully. Stay with me until the very end, because the last reason we'll talk about is one that very few seniors even consider. Yet it's one of the most common ways people lose not just money, but also precious time, peace of mind, and a sense of safety while traveling. Now, let's get started. One of the most pressing concerns when traveling after 70 is the increased risk of sudden health issues. As much as we might feel young in spirit, our bodies, quietly and sometimes stubbornly, remind us that they are changing. Heart disease, high blood pressure, respiratory conditions, problems that at home can be easily managed under the care of trusted doctors can turn into emergencies when you're far away, especially in unfamiliar countries or remote places where healthcare isn't immediately available. Imagine this. At home, if you feel chest pain, you know where to go. You know your doctor. You know the hospital is 15 minutes away. But when you're traveling, that safety net vanishes. A minor health issue that could have been treated in hours at home can escalate dangerously abroad. Take the story of James, a 74-year-old man who had always loved traveling with his wife. They planned a luxurious 2-week cruise, thinking it would be gentle. No airports, no chaotic sightseeing, just calm seas and sunsets. But on the 4th day, James felt a crushing chest pain. The ship's medical staff could only do so much. He needed a hospital fast, but they were days away from the nearest port. Hours passed. The evacuation was slow. James survived, but he later admitted, with tears in his eyes, that the experience left him permanently changed. What was supposed to be a peaceful adventure became the most terrifying ordeal of his life. And here's a harsh truth many seniors don't realize. Your regular health insurance usually does not cover medical care abroad. Without proper travel insurance, a simple hospital stay could cost thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars out of pocket. Emergency evacuations alone can cost $50,000 or more. So what can you do if you still wish to travel after 70? Heavy checkmark, get a full checkup from your doctor beforehand. Heavy checkmark, carry all your medications, plus extras, and a list of your prescriptions. Heavy checkmark, research the healthcare quality at your destination. Heavy checkmark, invest in travel insurance that covers medical emergencies, hospital stays, and medical evacuation. Because when it comes to health, preparation isn't just wise, it's life-saving. But health emergencies aren't the only hidden danger seniors face when they travel. There's another risk, quieter but just as dangerous. Here's something not enough people talk about. Travel means exposure to countless germs, viruses, and bacteria, especially in crowded airports, airplanes, buses, and public spaces. For younger travelers, a minor cold or stomach bug might be a temporary inconvenience. For seniors, it can turn into pneumonia, sepsis, or weeks of difficult recovery. As we age, the immune system naturally weakens. What was once a sniffle can now become a serious infection. And when you're far from home, even basic care can be hard to find. Think about airports. Thousands of people from every corner of the world touching everything. Escalators, handrails, door handles. Planes recycle the same air for hours. Restrooms, restaurants, hotel rooms. All high-touch surfaces crawling with unseen dangers. Food and water safety is another hidden threat. Travelers often get excited about trying exotic foods, unfamiliar spices, local delicacies. But older digestive systems can be less tolerant. Foodborne illnesses like Salmonella, E. coli, and norovirus can lead to severe dehydration, a major health risk for seniors. Consider the story of Margaret, a 76-year-old woman who traveled to South America. She was cautious, but one evening, she drank tap water in a restaurant without realizing it. The next morning, she was violently ill, dehydrated, and weak. Instead of enjoying the ruins and vibrant markets she had dreamed of, she spent the rest of the trip recovering in a hotel room, missing every tour and moment she had so carefully planned. So how can you protect yourself? Heavy check mark, wear a mask in crowded areas. Heavy check mark, wash your hands frequently and carry sanitizer. Heavy check mark, only drink bottled or properly filtered water. Heavy check mark, avoid raw foods, especially salads washed in local water. Heavy check mark, get any recommended vaccines for the region you're visiting. Travel can still be magical, but you have to be your own strongest advocate for health. Another hidden danger? Simple exhaustion. Travel, even the most luxurious kind, is physically draining. Long flights, hours standing in security lines, lugging bags through terminals, sleeping in strange beds. These take a much bigger toll after 70 than they ever did before. In our younger days, all it took was a good night's sleep to bounce back. But after 70, fatigue lingers. It doesn't just make you tired, it weakens your immune system, fogs your mind, slows your reflexes, and increases your risk of falls and injuries. Consider Richard, 75 years old, energetic and eager for adventure. He and his wife flew overseas, a 10-hour flight. By the time they landed, Richard was already exhausted. By the second day, he was dragging his feet on walking tours, nodding off during meals, needing frequent breaks. Jet lag that he once shook off in a day lasted nearly a week. And dehydration during travel? It's a silent enemy, leading to dizziness, confusion, and falls. Travel should make you feel alive, not leave you needing weeks to recover after coming home. To avoid exhaustion, heavy checkmark plan plenty of rest days. Heavy checkmark limit activities to just 1 or 2 a day. Heavy checkmark choose shorter flights or include layovers to stretch and move around. Heavy checkmark stay hydrated and eat nourishing foods. Heavy checkmark listen to your body, not your itinerary. You deserve a trip that refreshes your soul, not one that drains it. Falls, a single word, but one of the most devastating dangers seniors face, especially when traveling. After 70, our balance isn't what it used to be. Our bones are more fragile. A simple stumble on an uneven sidewalk, a slick hotel floor, or a cobblestone street can lead to fractures, hip injuries, head trauma, even permanent disability. At home, if you fall, you have your family, your doctors, your safe, familiar environment. But abroad? You might be thousands of miles from home, in a place where you don't speak the language, facing unfamiliar healthcare systems, or worse, struggling alone. Let me share the story of Helen, a vibrant 78-year-old woman who loved history. She had always dreamed of walking through the ancient streets of Rome. When the day finally came, her excitement was overwhelming. But cobblestone streets are tricky, and in a single moment of distraction, Helen tripped and fell hard. She fractured her hip. Her dream trip turned into a nightmare of ambulance rides, hospital stays, insurance battles, and months of painful recovery. The emotional pain, the loss of independence, the loss of trust in her body, was even worse than the physical pain. The hard truth is that a major fall after 70 can mark the beginning of a downward spiral. Reduced mobility, loss of confidence, social isolation, depression, and traveling increases the risks. Heavy check mark, uneven sidewalks. Heavy check mark, poorly lit hotel hallways. Heavy check mark, slippery bathrooms. Heavy check mark, unfamiliar city layouts. Heavy check mark, long days of walking or standing. So how can you protect yourself while still exploring the world? Heavy check mark, always wear supportive, non-slip shoes, even for short walks. Heavy check mark, carry a lightweight travel cane if you have any balance concerns. Heavy check mark, ask hotels for rooms with walk-in showers, elevators, and minimal steps. Heavy check mark, take your time. There's no need to rush. Heavy check mark, use luggage with wheels and avoid carrying heavy bags. Travel is about wonder, not worry. Honor your body, respect your limits, and know that moving a little slower is not weakness, it's wisdom. There's one final danger that most seniors never see coming until it's too late: financial vulnerability. When we travel, especially to unfamiliar countries, we become easy targets for scams, theft, and financial traps. Pickpockets are everywhere in tourist areas, and they especially target older travelers who may move slower, carry visible cash, or seem unsure. Dishonest taxi drivers, fake tour operators, credit card skimming, even seemingly friendly strangers offering help can have hidden motives. And then there are the bigger risks: hospital stays without insurance, evacuation fees, lost luggage, canceled flights, sudden hotel changes costing thousands more. Imagine saving for years for your dream trip, only to return home thousands of dollars poorer, stressed, and overwhelmed. It happened to Henry, a 72-year-old traveler who was kind, trusting, and full of excitement. At a bustling outdoor market, he was approached by a charming young man who offered to help him find his way. Henry gratefully accepted. Within minutes, his wallet was gone, along with his cash, his credit cards, and the address of his hotel. He spent the next 2 days dealing with embassies, banks, and police, a stressful, humiliating ordeal he would never forget. To protect yourself financially while traveling, heavy check mark, carry a money belt or hidden pouch. Heavy check mark, only carry the cash you need for the day. Heavy check mark, use credit cards with strong fraud protection. Heavy check mark, keep a photocopy of your passport, cards, and emergency contacts. Heavy check mark, research common scams in your destination before you arrive. Heavy check mark, stay at reputable hotels and book transportation through verified companies. Travel can open your heart to the world, but don't let it open your wallet to danger. So, after all of this, the risks, the dangers, the cautionary tales, does it mean you should never travel after 70? No, not at all. Travel, when approached with wisdom, patience, and preparation, can be one of the most enriching experiences of your life. It's about adjusting the dream, not abandoning it. It's about traveling slower, gentler, more thoughtfully. Maybe you don't need to hop from city to city every 2 days. Maybe a week in a single beautiful town, getting to know the rhythm of the streets, the flavor of the air, the kindness of the people, is far richer than rushing to collect passport stamps. Maybe a cozy river cruise, a peaceful mountain retreat, or a visit to family in another part of the country brings more joy than battling airports and hectic schedules. Maybe it's not about how far you go, but how deeply you experience it. And maybe the greatest journey after 70 isn't measured in miles at all. Maybe it's measured in moments. The sunrise over a quiet beach, the laughter of locals at a small cafe, the gentle breeze through an ancient forest, the feeling of being alive, deeply, fully, wondrously alive. If you choose to travel, do it wisely. Plan carefully, listen to your body, honor your needs, protect your health and your peace of mind. Because at this beautiful stage of life, the greatest adventure isn't racing around the world. It's savoring it. It's living each day, wherever you are, with open eyes, an open heart, and the wisdom that every moment, every breath, every step is precious. Travel thoughtfully, dear friend, and wherever you go, may you always find your way home.